Le'Veon Collins coming back to the Dallas Cowboys and Dalvin Cook potentially a Dallas Cowboy?
Here we go!
Welcome back to the game plan. I'm Slayer. This is Mike, and today we're going to be talking about Le'Veon Collins joining the practice squad of the Dallas Cowboys. Now, if we all remember, he spent 6 years with the Cowboys from 2015 to 2021, joined the Bengals in 2022, and this past year was cut from them during the preseason. Now, just an initial reaction, how do you feel about the Cowboys picking up that offensive lineman depth?
I think it's absolutely fantastic. We're going into the playoffs, so obviously having someone who's productive and has been productive for the team in the past and knows the game plan and knows the locker room. I think that's anytime you can do that, especially at this stage in the season, and add that depth to the team, can't beat that. So I'm excited that he's back with the Cowboys.
Yeah, he was a really great right tackle for us for the longest time there for a minute before Steele decided to take a step in because he signed a 3-year deal worth $21 million. And I remember his first year at Cincinnati and Dallas played them because it was Parsons' rookie
Right.
year. Parsons like ripped him apart.
Right.
So his tenure with the Bengals didn't last
But
as
you can't
long.
hold that against him. It's Micah Parsons.
Yeah, it was. I mean, you are right.
Yeah.
Only 2 games in, but he's murdering people. And then let's switch it up a little bit. Let's talk about the Dalvin Cook. So the Jets released Dalvin Cook today. He's got fresh legs. He hasn't played much for Jets at all this year. Do you see Dallas potentially signing him?
Potentially. I mean, it's one of those things you never know what's going to happen. I think they should absolutely, at least entertain the idea of bringing the guy in and having a conversation with him and seeing where things stand. I personally think it would be a fantastic opportunity to again add some depth to a guy who can be productive and isn't playing football for anybody right now, who probably wouldn't mind an opportunity to play for a team that's going into the playoffs. So if it's something that can be done and the team and the player can get together and make that happen, I wouldn't hesitate to have your Cook wearing the star.
Yeah, I assume that from what I've read is that they released him for the purpose of him going to contend for a playoff team. I mean, you don't get released a week before the season just
For
because
any other reason, right?
Exactly. So, you know, if he doesn't go to the Cowboys, though, is there another playoff contender that you could see him going to? I mean, what are the options for him?
Well, I think any team that's going to be playing beyond week 18 is going to be an option for him, if nothing else, just for the fact that it's depth for your team. It's a tough road ahead, and injuries can happen, and other things can make room on rosters for previous Pro Bowlers. So I think that any team that's going into the playoffs is going to be looking to add depth and take anything such as this that might be available to help the team win games. So, if it's going to be one of those situations where who makes the first move and wants to get it done and has the resources to do it is going to end up with a great addition going into the playoffs.
Yeah, couldn't agree more. I feel that Dalvin Cook can provide fresh legs for our running back core.
Right.
I believe in Pollard still. By no means do I not believe in Pollard anymore. I think Pollard's still a clear cut number one back. I just think that having fresh legs in there, maybe a bigger back, which Cook kind of provides. I mean, we're missing Zeke right now. Especially when we're down that goal line range. Zeke was the guy that could pound it in from the 5 yards in. I didn't think Zeke was still the top caliber he was this 2016 season or 2017, 2018, but having that big bruiser back is really hurting us. So maybe bringing in Dalvin Cook, who has fresh legs and can provide maybe a spark. Those are the kind of moves you make to win playoff games or change the course of your season. Because I've seen teams plenty of times bring a practice squad guy up or bring third stringer in for a play or two, and he's the one that breaks the 70-yard play in the NFC Championship.
Right.
Like, look at Raheem Mostert back when the 49ers were making their Super Bowl run in 2019.
Right.
He ran 230-plus yards or something. It was 200-plus yards
right
on the Packers, and they went to the Super Bowl after that. Well, he's made a career out of it.
No, you're absolutely right. This is not a change of pace back.
Yeah.
This is someone who is a bona fide starting running back that's available.
A Pro
right
Bowler
now. He's
last
a Pro
year.
Bowler. So it's not somebody you're going to bring in to design a couple plays for. This is somebody you're going to bring in to make a difference on your offense and be productive and have a heavy leg in the rotation. So um, I would love to see it happen. I think that's supported by most Cowboys fans. So we'll see what happens, and we'll keep an eye on that for sure.
Yeah, we'll definitely keep an eye on it, and I'm hoping that maybe they can find some linebacker depth too. They brought back Wilson,
Right,
which he's been a Cowboy in the past, but
right.
I don't think he's the answer. I do appreciate the Cowboys though making
It's
a
another depth move if available, and it's
exactly.
conducive to what the team's trying to do.
But it's different because the Cowboys usually don't reach out this late in the season to go sign somebody.
Right,
Usually they're looking to just keep their team, which is fine. But I'm glad
right.
that they're at least taking the initiatives of trying to reach out for depth
Oh yeah,
because if you're trying to make a Super Bowl run, look at what the Eagles did last year and look at the
right,
teams before. They always add people,
right.
whether they're Julio Jones at 35 years old or
Yeah,
whether it's just a old like not the Knock'em. Oh my gosh, Sue.
right.
So it's just I think it's a great way to go.
Yeah.